Hello guys. Yeah, so welcome back to our Flutter series. This should be about the series 7. So guys, if you know you've not been following up with the previous series, go back to our YouTube channel and watch the other series. So let's quickly continue. In our last series, we talked about the stateful widget and the stateless widget, and we are on the process of creating uh, our home screen, okay, for this lecture. Okay, so let's quickly do that and then I'm going to explain. In order for us to create a stateless widget, so remember we have stateful and stateless. So this is how this works. In order for you to create a stateful widget, you just type STL, right? It's for stateless. You see the option that comes up here, right here. This is uh, this is the command that holds the stateless widget, right? So if I should click on it, okay, I get the stateless widget. So let's start from here. Where you have these two cursor pointing is actually prompting you to enter the name of this stateless widget, right? So let's quickly do this and then I'm going to explain to you guys. So let's call this home screen. Okay. So you can see that this home screen is the title of our screen, right? Now, in the onset of this class, I told you guys that Flutter is made up of widgets. Okay. Now, the UI, everything that represents the visual aspect of Flutter, okay, is made up of widgets. So you end up having a tree of different widgets in Flutter, right? So how these widgets are being created is the first process we've done now, right? By typing stateful, if I should undo this, sorry, stl, if I should undo this thing I did there, and then I type STF, right? This was stateful widgets. Okay. Remember we talked about um, a state, a Flutter widget that has no state, that is immutable, right? And a Flutter widget that has state, that is mutable, that is dynamic, right? In nature. Okay. So this is where we have the stateful widgets. Sorry, let me redo this again, and then click enter. You're going to have this stateful widget, right? So what's the difference between, so let me just go ahead and enter a name for this and call this home screen, right? So remember in our stateless widget, right, the only thing we had was this home screen that extends the stateless widget then, and then it only overrides this build method. But in the case of a stateful widget, it overrides a state, right? This is what makes the whole difference uh, in a stateful widget. So I'm still going to undo this. Then when we come back to stateful widget, we'll explain that in details. But let's continue with a stateless widget, right? STL, let's enter. Okay, so you can see in this case there is no overriding of a state, right? So let me explain. This is the name of our widget, of the name of our class, or let's call it the name of our screen, right? Let's call this home screen. Okay. Uh, Also name this because they are together, right? So this is actually the name. This is the constructor, right? So constructors are just instance of classes, right? So this constructor here is an instance of this class, okay? And this key, we'll talk about keys later. Keys hold very important information about this class, right? So these are just, it's almost like saying a representation of this class, right? So, if you, in order for you to really know more about constructors, right? I will pull this up here. So there is a that uh, screen here that has all the information you need to have about constructors, methods, class. enums, extensions, everything, they are all covered right here. But we are not going to those details for now. So constructors are special functions that create instance of classes. Okay. So uh, having said that, let me pull this aside so that we can actually continue. Now, Flutter Flutter is a tree of widgets. Okay, so meaning everything you see in Flutter is actually a widget. Okay, so when I say everything you see in Flutter, everything you see on your screen. Uh, okay, so also let me bring this to your notice, guys. We will be building. I had the screen. Okay, yeah. So let me pull this up. We will be building this. Excuse me. We will be building this, right, at the cost of this intro phase, okay, at the cost of trying to explain this whole widget series, right? We will be building this. I picked this design up from Dribble, and I think it's not complex. It's something we could build at the cost of really trying to understand widget and Flutter. Okay, so this design is not by me. This design is just something I picked up in Dribble. So credits to uh, the designer in Dribble. Right, so let me take this out and we continue. Okay, so our home screen extends. Okay, so whenever you see this word extend, all right, it means that whatever is extending has some functions, right, that our home screen will want to make use of, right? So what is it actually extending? If you should click on this, you get detailed information, right? But this extension, it's just a means of saying uh I have two classes, right? And class A has lots of methods or lots of functions in them, right? Class B has no function. So whenever I call class A, class B, and then, sorry, whenever I call class B and I say extend class A, what I'm simply trying to do is I'm trying to use those functions that are in class B. Okay, so this is the work of this extension. It allows you use functions or method or construct or variables, whatever it is, that are in stateless widgets. Okay, I just hope this basic explanation is understood. Right. So let's continue. Uh, yeah. So we've talked about the constructor. So the next thing is the override. Okay. So this override you're seeing here came from this stateless widget. Okay, and is actually returning a build method. So this build method in Flutter, let me place my cursor on it so that we can have a vivid explanation of build context. So this build context handles the location of a widget in the widget tree. So remember how I explained to you that uh, Flutter. Let me leave a comment here. Say Flutter is made up of widgets. Okay, so in other words, your whole UI, the whole design. So let me pull this up and try to explain this. Right. So you see how we have a text here that says hello James, right? This text is actually a widget. So there's a widget called text, right? And then there is this card there, right? Almost like a container. There's this card there, right? That has an icon. This card also is a widget, probably called a card or called a container, right? So the work of this container is the container actually, right? It allows you to put things, it holds things, right? And then there is an icon. This icon you're seeing is also the widget. Do you understand? Every 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 single thing you're seeing on this UI are all widgets. Okay, I hope this is clear. So let's come back to this. So this overrides a widget, okay, and it return this build context. So this build context hold information about, so from, if I should highlight it again, you see that to handle location of a widget in the widget tree, this class represents a set of methods that can be used from a stateless widget and from method on state object. Build context objects are passed to widget builders function, such as stateless widget. So what this simply does is it holds every single piece of information about this stateless widget. Do you understand? Okay. It's we would be using, you will be seeing this very frequently. So over time, you really get used to this context, right? Because is key to this stateless widget. Okay, so you remember the word override. Now, this override is simply saying I want to make use of a function or a class, right, that is already defined in this stateless widget. Remember, the way we had access to this stateless widget was by actually extending the stateless widget. So this home screen now have access to stateless widget, and we are using one of the methods in the stateless widget by overriding it. So by overriding that method, we called this widget, right? So this widget returns uh, a widget because the the parent here is actually a widget, right? I remember we are working with the stateless widget, okay? And I've already explained to you that everything in Flutter, both from the text, the container, the boxes, the icons, they are all widgets, okay? So this is where the life cycle of the app begins, okay? This is where your design interface begins. Everything, if you've used Microsoft Word, right? You see that you have this white screen at the middle where all your work is done, right? So this is similar to that, right? This this return statement here is where your design begins, right? So uh this video is already 13 minutes long. uh I think we would love to end this video here, and then in the next series we'll just continue, just so we can keep this as short as possible, right? So see you guys in the next series. And also, guys, please always try to leave a comment or a reaction to the video so that on YouTube while you're trying to download or watch, right? Just so the channel gets some, at least some level of it's some level of popularity, so that other people can get to see the video, so it actually helps the YouTube algorithm recognize our channel. All right, guys. So see you in the next series.